Hey, how's it going? Coach Sign here, and in this video I'm going to show you the 5-step process that I go through that's allowed me to achieve not only transforming my body, but getting 3 black belts, starting a business and running the business, everything that I've achieved over the last 10 years. I just want to show you the process that I've developed, and this isn't just stuff that I've developed. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on coaches to help me get this more efficient, all right? And so I'm just going to share this with you. If you don't know who I am, my name is Coach Sion Springer, and from the age of 12 to 14, I struggled with obesity, and I transformed my body through training like a fighter in martial arts at home into a system that I now call the Fighter Fit Protocol. In the process, I got over 3 black belts in martial arts. I'm now a fitness and nutrition coach. I'm the author of Busy Fit Formula, and I've helped a few other people do the same thing. So the first thing that you want to do is spend time in solitude. And the reason is we live in a very distracted world nowadays. And so every time you pull up your phone, you'll constantly see someone new trying to put their ideas on you, right? Just like this video right now, I'm putting my ideas on you. And so it's really easy to get distracted by things. Social media, you'll constantly see new diet plans to follow. You'll see new fitness plans to follow. You might have friends and family who are putting these limiting beliefs on you or trying to change the things that you want to do, right? That's something that, I still get family members who call me up who might be starting a business and they're like, hey, you should come back to Oregon because that's where I'm originally from. Now I live in Boston. And they'll be like, hey, you should come back here and start this business with me or do this. And so you constantly have these things, external things that are going to put this influence on you. So it's really important to spend time in solitude and think about what you really, really want. So for example, like in fitness, if you want to have a 6-pack, you want to be shredded and you want to look sexy, right? That's what you want. And other people may put these limiting beliefs on you like, no, that's not possible. You're not going to be able to do that. Or, you should just do this. You should just do this. So when it comes to solitude, this is just really deciding what you want. And you want to cut out your phone, social media, stop allowing these external influences on you for a period of time, right? I'm not saying cut off your family and friends and social media for the rest of your life, but spend, a day or a few days, maybe a week even, of just reducing all these influences on you. One thing that really helps me concentrate when I'm creating new goals is listening to nature. And I really like this green noise playlist. If you go on Spotify, you should try it. It's really, really good. Since I don't live in a rainforest, it just has like the sounds of a waterfall and the river. I put my noise canceling AirPods in, and then I use the sketchbook. And you want to write down goals because it's been proven in studies that when you write things down, you're more likely to do them. And, it's just the psychology of writing things down versus grabbing your phone and putting it in your notes app. So what I like to do is I like to put my AirPods in, noise canceling, listen to green noise, and then write down my goals in the sketchbook, right? I even have the sketchbook right here as I was making the notes for this video. I really like this one, but you can use whatever you want. You want to write down your goals on physical paper and only make like 3 to 5 goals. Don't get super overwhelmed. Don't write down 20 different things that you want to do. You can start with some, but you want to really reduce it down to like maybe 3 to 5 goals that you want over the next year. Now, the second thing we want to do, and I got this from a man named Alex Hormozi, who's a very successful businessman, and he calls this the success formula, which is instead of when you create a goal, right, trying to figure out what you need to get there, think about all the things that would guarantee that you would fail. And then we want to take those things and we want to flip them, right? And so the failure formula, right, is everything that if you were trying to fail and you want to do as many possible things to guarantee failure, and you flip those things, you'll come up naturally with the things that are going to guarantee success. For example, if you were trying to, lose weight, well, we think about what are the things that would guarantee that we would never lose weight, right? And one of the things is like never track anything or keep track of anything that we're eating, right? It would just be eat whatever we want, not keep track of anything. So the opposite of that would be to track everything that we eat and not just eat everything that comes to mind, right? And so you want to go through a list, right? Create everything that would guarantee failure and then flip all those things to the inverse. And then that's going to be your guaranteed success. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to use the 80-20 rule to sort out the important things from the not important things. And what the 80-20 rule means is that 20% of things are going to yield 80% of outputs. And 80% of things are only going to yield 20% of outputs. Let's say for fitness, right? You want to lose weight and you want to build muscle. What are the 3 things required? First is going to be calories, tracking calories and being in that caloric deficit, right? Second thing is going to be, making sure that you get protein intake every single day. And then the third thing is going to be, progressing on your workout so that you're building muscle consistently. And as long as you do those three things, then you're going to at least be achieving 80% of the results with fitness. And so all the other things that you might think you need to do, the little nitty gritty things, like meditation and taking cold showers and plunges and all those things that people will tell you to do, don't really contribute to that goal as much as those three things. And so determine how much time those three things are going to take, and then you want to schedule that on your calendar. And so the best way to do this on Google Calendar is first determine your sleeping hours. So go into Google Calendar and figure out what time you're going to get up, what time you're going to go to bed. Keep that consistent, and then start filling in the things that you want to do, right? So if it takes, it really only takes like 5 minutes every single day to track. So you want to make sure that you have that scheduled in your calendar. It only takes about 30 minutes to an hour max, depending if you're going to the gym or doing it at home. Like fighter style training like I do only takes about 20 to 30 minutes. And then if I go to the gym and want to do like strength training, that'll take about 45 minutes to an hour. So you want to schedule out your workouts or what your routines are. Maybe you want to go for a walk around the park. Start scheduling these things out into your Google Calendar. This is really, really important. If you don't have a schedule, you're not going to be able to follow anything, right? It's going to be complete chaos and unorganized. So top CEOs, every person who's successful in anything schedules everything out on their calendar. The thing we're going to do is we're going to create a screensaver on Canva that's going to have those 3 to 5 tasks. I'm going to actually walk you through how to do that. I actually had a mentor who showed me this, because a lot of times we get overwhelmed with all these crazy things. And so you just want to have at the front of mind, okay, what are the few things that if I just get these done, I will call that a successful day. You want to put those tasks on your screensaver. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a second, but if you want, you can screenshot these steps right here, but let's jump right into it. So the first thing we want to do is go to unsplash.com, and you want to look through, find like a good screensaver image that you want to use. So let's say I like this one. You just download it. It literally instantly downloads it. You don't have to like opt in or give your email or anything, and they're like professional quality images. Then you want to go to Canva, and you want to create a blank Instagram story. Here inside here, you want to upload a file, and you can do this all on your phone as well. But then we're going to find the picture that I just downloaded. I think it was this one here. Downloaded, you just drag it in, and then you fit it to the phone here. Boom. And then you go over here to text, and then you put in text. I'm just going to copy and paste this one that I already made. So we'll just drag this in here. Boom. And you can put whatever goals that you want here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you're going to go over here to share, and then you download it. Boom, it's on your phone. And yeah, you're all good to go. So you can put whatever you want here. That's what I like to do. That's how I make a custom screensaver. So now that we've figured out what we need to do, the fourth thing is setting up our environment for success. So the first thing is just clean your house, declutter it, organize it, make it easy to look at, right? You don't want to like wake up every day and you got like clothes all over the floor and you got like a messy desk. So it's just like going to put you in this kind of sloppy mindset. And we want to be focused. Even if you're at your desk, your mind is still in the peripheral vision, looking at different things that are scattered around. And if you have a really messy environment, it's just going to keep you distracted. So we want to remove a lot of things that don't support your goals. And so that's like if you have a lot of cookies laying around, like you have a cookie jar on the counter, you want to take that and put it somewhere hard to get, right? Start moving these things out of the way. And so what happens is actually, I'll move this up here for a second. What happens is what in most people's lives, and what I did for the longest time, is I would have the distraction things really, really close to me and really easy to get, right? Your phone is always in your pocket. You can just take it out and you look at it, get distracted. You might have, candy on the counter. You might have all these junk food that are really easy to get. Like fast foods, that's why people go and get fast food, is because it's like the easiest thing to get on the way home. And so what you want to do is you want to start making these things harder for you to get. So you want to remove distractions and start putting them down here and make the things closer to your goal easier for you, right? So for the example of like fitness, right, you could just stop bringing your wallet in your car so that you don't want to get fast food on the way home from work. And then start having, easy to prepare meals or doing things like intermittent fasting so you save time with cooking, and then you're more likely to follow the thing that you want to do. So that's just an example, but you want to start setting things up for you to be successful. So if, maybe you want to work out at home, right? That's like clearing out a little workout station for you so that you can get your workout in. If every day you have to wake up and then clean your, living room so that you can work out, it's going to be way harder for you to get that workout in. So make things as easy as possible. So step number 5 is evaluate and iterate. Okay, so this means that you're going to start doing it, and then you're going to start reflecting back on what you did. And if you're a client of mine or you're in the community, then you'll have access to my app, so you can put the habits on there. I got this from book Atomic Habits, but you want to think of your actions as votes, right? And so like in an election, you don't have to win 100% of the votes to win the election, right? You just have to have the majority. And it's the same thing with like becoming the person that you want to become. You just have to have a majority vote, right? 70, 80% a lot of times to become the person that you want to become. So don't shoot for perfection, shoot for improvement. And that's what the iterate stage is, right? If you feel like your time is just disappearing or you're not sure where it's going, I want you to try this exercise called 100 units of time. And I got this from a guy named Sam Ovens, and he's the owner of School. That's where I have my community on that platform, School. And so what this is if you subtract all the time that you sleep in the week, you're basically left with 100 hours. And you want to track 30-minute increments throughout the entire week and just see where your time goes, right? So if you spend, 30 minutes like on Netflix or an hour on Netflix, then you would track that as 1 hour of Netflix time. Or if you were on the phone with someone, you would keep track of that. So at the end of the week, right, you're going to have different categories of maybe it's like, time on social media, time on Netflix, time at the gym, time cooking, right? Time cleaning, time working, all these things that you want to keep track of this just to see where your time goes. And you'll find that you might be able to pull an extra, 5 hours, 10 hours of time at the end of the week just from little things that add up, right? It's death by 1,000 cuts. It's not, the big things that are going to take your time. It's like, the 10 minutes here and 10 minutes here, 30 minutes here of social media that add up by the end of the week. You want to look back on the week and you want to think about each category and each thing that you did is like, does this contribute towards my goal? And this made me think of the Terminator for some reason. But basically, like if you ask yourself that question and the answer is no, then try to eliminate it, right? And if the answer is yes, so maybe it's like cooking, right? And you spend a lot of time trying to meal prep and cook. Well, it's like, okay, how can we try to do this faster and reduce it down to the minimal effective dose, right? Which would be like maybe you could meal prep. Maybe you could order, Chipotle on Uber Eats and have it straight to your door so that you spend less time cooking. Things like that. They're going to save you a ton of time. And from there, you just want to basically repeat this cycle, right? So just continue to put in action, iterate, make changes, and then track the changes. And you just do that over and over and over again. But I just see so many people get stuck on the, goal creation phase, right? And understanding what to do. So this is just the process that I have done over the last decade, right? To achieve my goals and achieve the things that I want, not just in fitness, but, in business and life, getting my black belts in martial arts. And so if you ever have a goal or you want to make a big change in your life, then I recommend that you just follow this process, because give this a try. If this helps you, leave a comment or, if I'm going to be posting this in my community, then post below this and ask me questions. But yeah, hope this video helps you. Let's crush it in 2025.